Alright guys, in this video we're gonna talk about how to clone yourself in Davinci Resolve, just like the video like this, with just a tripod and a camera. Alright, right here I have a footage of me with just a tripod and a camera. There's my subject, she's standing here, and then right now she's standing here, and right now she's standing here, and then you know the deal. And at the end, she, comes around like this. I have another shot of her. All right, this is the one that she has a different pose. And then, at the end, she comes in, like a peekaboo. Yeah, I told her to do that. So, peekaboo. So yeah, of course you can, you can have this as a separate shot, but for me, because I don't want to touch the camera, so I just have my subject walk here and I walk there and I walk here and there. If I have a single shot like this, it is very similar to what you have a separate shot. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna have a clean background. So in the shot right here, we have a clean background. Over here, I have already marked in and out in this footage. I can just drag and drop it down into the timeline. I mean, it's okay if it's a little bit too short. We can just hit R and then freeze frame and then just drag, maybe 12 seconds for now. We can disable this for the moment. And then right here, we're gonna cut our footage up as our subject is at a different position. So right here, she's over here, and then she moved. So right when she moved, we're gonna cut and move to another track. And then right here, she's here. Okay, she's here. We can stop from here. Let's cut it. And then let's find another one where she moves. And we're gonna keep repeating this process until every of her position in every tracks. Alright guys, so right now we have all the tracks ready for tracking or for masking, you can say. Cloning yourself, it used to be we have to do masking and for every subject, and we have to track the mask and everything. But for Davinci Resolve 20.2, we got the AI Magic Mask, which is, it comes very handy. We can just use AI Magic Mask to track it for us. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay. So for us to see more clearly, we want to go down here and, let's enable our clean background right here. This is our clean background. And we want to disable everything. And then we're going to track each at a time. So let's go to the color page. And right here, we can zoom in to our subject right here. We can clearly see that this is the empty clean slate, and this one is the one that we have our subject on. So let's go to AI Magic Mask and just the plus droplet and just select our subject. For me, I like to pick faster because faster is gonna have, I don't know why, it's have more of a cleaner mask than better, because better is just, it has a little bit of feathering around the mask, but so faster, I think it is better for this kind of tracking. So we gotta select our subject and let's track and pay attention to our mask. And there's a little bit of in and out. I think that is okay. So for blur radius, let's have a little bit of blur radius, I think 10 is about fine. And after we got our Edge Magic Mask selected, we're gonna create an alpha output. And we're going to connect this mask to the alpha output. And yeah, that is pretty much it. We can close this mask overlay off, and you can see the background just switch to a cleaner background. We just lost the people in the background. So yeah, let's move on to the next layer. And we're going to repeat the same process for all the other layers. Right, so right here, while it's tracking, I've kind of saw that right here, the skirt right here is not picking up by the Magic Mask. So I just stop it immediately and, just select it, give it a little bit more place to work with, and then we're going to retract them. Okay, guys, so right now we got all 5 layers of our subject tracked and mask. And right now it looks kind of like this. We can play it back just wait for this thing to render a little bit, and we can play it back and see how it looks. All right, guys, now it's all rendered. Let's see. Let's simply play it back, see how it looks. Looks pretty nice. So we can create like what the intro did. We can just, you know, pull back all this, make them appear one at a time, and then it should be good. Boop, 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 boop. So the last one, it works the same. We just have to, you know, crop out her. See right here, if you just do a peekaboo, we just have to mark in and out right here, drag and drop them down over here. We can start from this frame and go to the color page and just basically just do the same thing, and it's gonna be all right. We got her selected as track. Give it an alpha output and connect the mask to the alpha output, and we are basically done. Let's play back. Dun, 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 dun. And there you go. That is it. So one thing we have to take note is that if you have our subject in the foreground, it is wise that we put our subject that is closest to the camera at the top of the layer. So basically, it's just how you layer all your, you know, clones in the masking. So yeah, guys, that is how you clone yourself in Davinci Resolve. If you find this video helpful, please leave a thumbs up and also consider subscribing for more videos like this. If you have any question, make sure you leave it down in the comment box down below. And also, we just hit 300 subscribers. I want to thank you guys so much. And also, I want to give a quick shout out to this guy right here. He requested this footage like 2 months ago. It's a little bit long overdue because I was trying to book my talent for the shoot, and she just got time recently. And yeah, I hope this video helped you tracking subject on a static camera, and I'll talking about how to remove a green screen in our future video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.